Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 3 of my Scythia campaign on Rome Total War. So today we're going to finally finish off the Dacians. We took half of their settlements last turn, that being one of course, which was Prolyssum, and we managed to take Byzantium, which was under siege by the Macedonians, but we decided to go to war against them basically so that we could get Byzantium, to be honest. I don't know if that was the most wise decision, but I've got to go for it, and I want to start expanding south as well, because honestly, I don't have a huge amount of interest in expanding over towards Germania. It doesn't interest me really. The profitable land, as I said last episode, is around Greece, so that's sort of where I want to expand. But first of all, I think really we need to go for Dacia. Now, I don't think there's a lot more we can do this turn, because this guy is moving towards Campus Lazages. I hope that's the pronunciation. And in Byzantium, these troops, well, they're training up, aren't they? And then they're going to be recruiting one more. So I'm going to make sure we're recruiting in every settlement and building in every settlement. Make sure we're spending on money because it's a good investment for the future. And then I'll end the turn once I've done all that. Right, I think that is all that I can do for this turn. So we'll end the turn and then we'll get attacking these settlements. There's the rebel settlement up here, Vicus Venede, which we can take alongside the last Dacian settlement. We can definitely take them within the next couple of turns. And then with this army being sort of replenished, we'll look to expand south in a southwesterly direction towards Macedonia. So let's end the turn. Yes, we are besieged. Oh no, that's a spy going into the Dacian settlement, of course. And if he infiltrates the settlement properly, we might be able to actually get into the city. So he is in the city, but 25% chance of opening the gates, basically, if we attack. So we might be able to get them next turn. Either way, there is an army standing outside, so unless they move or attack us now, we could just take the settlement by fighting outside the walls. Now, the Germanians want to talk. Now, first of all, trade rights for 240 denarii. That's not a very fair deal, but I've got enough money. I'll do it. But I would like map information as well. That's fair enough. Yeah. Now, honestly, an alliance would suit me because I don't have any interest in fighting the Germanians and I want them to start fighting the Gauls and the British. I don't know I'll accept it, but yeah, they're not going to. It was worth a go. And the Armenians are talking to me now. Trade rights and map information. Okay, yeah, that's a very fair deal. They basically just gave me a load of stuff there, so thank you very much, Armenia. The Dacians didn't decide to attack. We have a new young general, that's good. So we'll definitely have him. And then, yeah, various notifications, not particularly important. Diplomacy, everyone's at war with Carthage. Affairs, and then marriage celebrations, yep, he's now in the family. Now, that Dacian general's moved off. How intriguing. Okay, so first we have this force. Now, this force is way stronger than the garrison in the capital. 3 warbands. The general will be a little bit annoying to deal with, but yeah, that will be a little bit annoying. I realise we don't have any infantry to knock down the walls. Again, a mistake I keep making. So you're going to have to... Well, let's see if we can... Well, the gates are open, so we don't actually need the infantry. That's pretty handy. Right, I'll do that in a second. I do actually want to move this barbarian over in this direction anyway, because he's going to be the garrison that holds out here. So that would make sense. Plus, you probably should be going down south at some point. Yeah, but we'll keep you there for a second. That's fine. Now, this army in Byzantium, that's looking like a pretty decent sized army now. The barbarian cavalry is not needed, but honestly, I need a spy before I look around, and I don't think we have any in the area. We have a diplomat who could sort of act as a bit of a spy, just to see what's going on. So here's Bylazora, for example. 4 units inside. We could probably do a decent job against that, against Bylazora. Let's stand there. Okay, so we can, at least we now know where Bylazora is, and it's in this direction. Now I'm trying to remember, are there any settlements along here? I don't think there are, but there are quite a few densely packed ones. I know Larissa and Termon are around here. Thessaloniki somewhere as well, probably further down south. My knowledge of this region isn't perfect, as you can tell, but we do need to start moving out of Byzantium. I'm not too worried about this army. So, these Scythians probably should start moving in this direction, just towards Bylazora, in the general, in the main. and then Byzantium will recruit, and we'll sort that out in a second. I'll do that off camera. So first of all, I think... Oh, and also, sorry, we can attack Vicus Venedae as well. So you just stand out here for a second. We don't want to attack it quite yet. And can you be joined by your friends? No, not quite. But I think literally there's nothing in here. 2 warband and an archer warband versus 2 Scythians. We could take that, I reckon. But what's the point when we've got reinforcements 1 turn away? Oh, admittedly, it's only a unit, and I don't know. We'll consider that. But first of all, let's destroy Dacia. That makes sense. So we'll enter the city. The game reckons they have a slight advantage, although that says 1-to-1. They have the Xena and they have more men, but these men are inferior purely because they're not fast. If one of these lads get into melee combat with the warband, yes, they'll lose, but they shouldn't be able to get us really. The only concern is their general, but I think we can cope. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so here we are, outside of the Dacian capital. The gates are open because of the spy. Now, I don't particularly want to get my general involved, to be honest. He's not going to be that useful in this fight, I don't think. So instead, we'll have him here just in case, but yeah, I don't know how useful he's going to be. Instead, these guys can enter the city, so start the battle, and just line up along here. And if we can get any of them from inside the city, for example, the Warlord, if we could reach the Warlord quickly, I think he's going to retreat to the plaza straight away, in which case, probably don't charge into the warband, lads. Let's calm down for a second. Yeah, we're going to fire against their warband, and they'll start running away as well, which is fine. So we can start chasing after. Actually, no, they're too close. It's going to be hard to get all these guys to funnel through the door. So if we can just attack them. The army never seems to sally forth. Like, they could go out the city if they wanted to. There's no rule against them. I don't believe there is a rule against them doing that. But for some reason, they just don't. They just stay inside the city, meaning when they've got the small sort of palisades like this, it's very easy just to get them from over the wall. But I think we're maybe a little bit too close. We can't fire over the wall. I'm not sure. Let's move back slightly. I think they're standing so close to the wall, maybe we can't reach them. Well, some of the lads can, but some of the lads can't as well. I'll fast forward it anyway. Alright, they moved away and then they got slaughtered. Or a lot of them died anyway. Still quite a few of them left. As soon as they retreat far enough to the plaza, I'll enter the city. Right, they come back for some more. And the exact same is going to happen. There's a further trail of dead warband. When they move far away enough, I will literally just charge into the city. Let's try and do it quickly now. See, that's the problem. They're going to come back. No, we can't enter the city. If they get into a melee combat, they'll die straight away. And I don't want to sacrifice all these men for nothing. We seem to be doing a pretty good job of taking out these warband anyway. Okay, they're down to only 33 now. Probably even less. I think we can finally storm into the city if we do it quickly. There's so little of them, they won't do a lot of damage, even if they do get into a melee combat with us. Because I don't want to waste all my arrows on these lads, to be honest. There's no point. I just want them to go back to the plaza, to be honest. So let's just speed it up. Yeah, okay, they're routing. Good. Don't fire at war anymore. Instead, really, just get up to the plaza. We'll have 2 of you come over from this side, and 2 of you over on that side, and you from that side, please. You're not running for some reason. Right, once they get into position, they can all fire at will. Should be able to get some shots in. All but this unit, which can head round here. I think they're past blocked possibly, and this unit probably the same thing. They're blocked, so just go here. And now these guys are sitting on the plaza and they're just getting fired upon. Now they will charge forward because that's what they do. They react to arrow fire. But as long as they don't get into a melee combat, we're fine. The only unit I'm slightly concerned by is the Warlord, because he could probably catch up to the missile lads if they're a bit slow off the mark. But in general, we're doing a good job. No, they got into which one's in melee? Ooh. Okay, a few of them got caught there, for example. So yeah, you need to focus on these lads now quickly. We probably need some more support over this side. So in fact, you skirmish against them. You, instead of whatever you're doing, come over here and deal with these lads as well. And then you two will be fine just dealing with these lot over here. That's the warlord. Oh no, probably that lot. And don't run into them. No, what are you doing? Oh, this is what happens. They're pretty stupid. No, don't do that. Don't do that thing. No. Oh, I constantly have units dying because they're not skirmishing properly. You're not meant to be fighting. In the melee, obviously, like. Okay, they're reducing back to the plaza, good. Just get some hits in. You guys don't seem to be doing a lot. This unit's kind of not doing a lot either. They need to get on this warlord. Generally we're doing a good job, it's just the layout of the town is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I'm going to speed up a little bit because as long as none of them get into a melee combat, I just need to constantly focus on the fact that they could at any moment charge like that. Did I tell them to charge? I didn't. Stupid. Get over here. You're horse archers. You're not meant to be fighting. Stop skirmishing and do as I tell you. That means run. Okay, flipping out. A couple of units a bit stupid, right? I'm telling them to fire. I'm not telling them to get into a melee combat. That's it, you fire. Sometimes just doing this manually is better, in all honesty. The warlord is doing a good job. We could probably get our general involved at this point. He can mop up like a good charge into these lads and they'll rout. Mine, they'll just go straight back into the plaza. We need everyone to focus on the warlord now. If everyone focuses on the warlord, it can't charge everyone. At which point, he's surrounded. He's trying to chase these lads off, and he's doing a pretty decent job. All of you can skirmish because I can't concentrate on manually fighting you all. These guys are doing a good job getting away from the general, at least. Now not so good a job, because you're... How many is down to? 38. He is going down just slowly. We haven't lost too many men. We've lost 9%, they've lost 71%. Yeah, we just need to get this guy down. Right, this unit got into a melee combat for a second. We've taken the plaza now, which is good. I don't know how long that will last for. Where's our general? Right, there's our general. He could probably just charge into his warband, do something useful. Charge into these lot. That's a terrible charge. Come on. Oh my god. You don't do as you're told, do you? No. Okay, get out then. Terrible charge. Right, where's their general? These lot are... Some lot of routing, they must have got into a melee combat with the barbarian warlord, and I just totally missed it. Right, everyone, not you, all of you lot, you need to get on the general. As for you, possibly could fight the general if he's slightly weakened. So you get over here, don't worry about the warband. I don't want to throw away this general's life. Okay, doing a decent job. They're down to 28 now. They're at 38 a minute ago. Right, that's it. Get away from him. Alright, we're now fighting their general. 34. He's going down way quicker than us, which is good. He's going way down quicker. We're still at 33. He's at 14. 13, 12, 11. He's going to rout any second. We've lost a few men, but they've lost tens more. 9. Yep, he's dead. They'll start routing. Yep. Excellent job. Right. You get on them. This is pretty much just wrapping out now. As long as we don't get incredibly unlucky with the general dying, we're good. Back out. So yeah, the enemy general's fallen for Xena, which is nice. And we'll just go back and forth charging into these lads. That's a good charge that time. Very good charge. Now back. All of you lot on the warband. Yep, end the battle. Okay, it says a heroic victory. Yeah, it's quite generous to be honest. I don't think it was that heroic. But we did get the town, and that is the end of the Dacians. That is the end of the Dacians. So within a very short amount of time, we have eliminated 2 factions from the game. Now, 2 easy factions to eliminate, I'll admit, but my point is, 2 potential enemies are gone already, so we're sort of securing our empire as such. Campus, yeah, you can just occupy settlement. Oh, the Dacians are still around because... How are they still around? I swear Vizina was the faction leader. That's very odd. Well, the Dacians are still around because they must have a family member somewhere. Even though they... Or in fact, they probably took a rebel settlement. And looking at that, it looks like they took that one. Well, to be honest, I have no interest in taking that. But I would like to get rid of this army of Duras. Hopefully the Germanians just kill them off. That I'd be very happy for. If the Germanians want to take that settlement, they're welcome to it. I'll get my spy over there, though. I want to see what they're doing. Oh, so they took a Quincum. Fair enough. It only has 1 garrison. I mean, honestly, we could probably just go for that. It literally has 1 garrison. Now, he's going to head back towards a Quincum, though. But this army's relatively strong still, even though it lost a few men. It works better out in the open field. So, you're heading towards Campus Lagius next turn. We could probably just get all these lads and finish off the Dacians. The only thing is I don't want to overextend too much in this direction, because the Germanians concern me. They do concern me. And I don't want a massive war with them. So we'll think about that in a minute. But first of all, let's take this settlement. So, oh yeah, we were going to wait, weren't we? Okay, so that's them waiting. You're waiting. So what I'll do is I'll work out what I want to buy and what I want to do, and then we will end the turn. Okay, I think that's all we can do for this turn. Now, what I've sort of decided is, well, we know the Dacians aren't gone, but I don't want to extend too much in this direction at the moment. So, you know what, we'll let the Dacians be. As long as this guy doesn't attack anyone, then we're fine. Hopefully the Germanians just deal with them. I'd rather focus this army to go south towards the Macedonians, which is the next target, really. So, what we'll do is, these, probably honestly, like, these 4 can start heading down towards Macedon region. There's no cheap mercenaries available, and we have basically no money anyway. So, yeah, Campus Lads just slightly unhappy. Yeah, can't blame them. Yeah, so I'm not going to focus on Dacia anymore. We need to focus our force on Macedonia, because that's a much more threatening force, and they're much better, yeah? So, that's what I've decided. Other than that, I've spent all the money, so let's end the turn. Okay, Macedon are just moving a diplomat around. Dacia, okay, that's a bigger force of Dacia. Fair enough. So Dacia have made a bigger force. We'll sort it out in a second. End of turn report. Yep, construction, recruitment, and diplomacy. Britannia and Germania are at war with each other. Now that is actually good, because it means they won't go to war with us. Bear in mind we do share a land border with them now. And the Brutii and Carthage are at war. That's slightly odd, but okay. Fair enough. So this army is now looking slightly threatening. In fact, very much threatening. So we could continue moving down south. And you know what? I'm all about taking risks on this game. So yes, I am going to continue going down south.
No more moves.
But obviously that means we're going to need to reinforce Campus Lazages. So you head there. Right, we need these 3 at Campus Lazages. Probably shouldn't have moved that guy out, but we'll recruit you and just lower the tax rate. So, okay, they already are on a low tax rate. They'll be fine for 1 turn. Okay, there we go. They won't, at least, you know, that's okay. That's okay. At least they won't rebel against us. Now, yeah, this Dacian army is looking slightly threatening, but we do have a force of you 3 plus you 2, basically the peasants and nothing. Plus, if we're really desperate, we can get all these mercenaries. Like the Sarmatians, pretty decent. So we won't. I don't think we need to, but just in case, is basically it. Now, Macedonia, we need more spies because I have no idea what's going on. I've been recruiting so many troops, I can't actually tell. Right, so there's no spy. Can't get a spy at Tylus. Wow. Can you not? That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. Instead, just get some... Right, we'll sort out the buildings in a minute. Alright. Well, you can recruit some troops then if you can't get a spy. Yeah, weird. Alright. Where can we recruit a spy? Surely Byzantium can. No? Porolisten? Can we recruit spies anywhere? Like, possibly not. To be fair, I don't even remember recruiting a spy. Maybe I've just used the starting one. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. So where was the spy? Oh, yeah, he went to Aquincum, didn't he? Where is he? Yeah. Right, you need to come down south. Don't worry about the Dacians. Well, we do need to worry about the Dacians to some extent, but we need to see what the Macedonians are doing more. I'm going to have this diplomat near here just so I can see if there's any army standing outside. For example, he's standing outside, but he's not an issue.
Yes, my
Alright. Okay, so there we go. A couple of armies outside Bylazora. Thank God we had that diplomat. So in Bylazora, there is only 2 units. The general and the hoplites. Nothing too much. But just outside, there is a... Yeah, I mean, and that's a good army to counteract us because they have a lot of cavalry as well. So, I suppose the lesson is we don't want to go for Bylazora.
Awaiting your command.
In which case, we need to find a settlement that's down here. Oh, for goodness sake, how many times are you going to get blocked?
My lord, at once.
Yeah, Thessalonica, for example. Only 4 garrison. So what I'm going to do, this guy heads towards Thessalonica.
Unable to move.
You
Yes.
join him, but via this route.
Move out. March.
And we must have some more force. Yeah, you are just generally going down south. What the plan is, I've just thought of this plan now. These 2 attack Thessalonica. Oh, there is another army out here, though. These 2 attack Thessalonica, and then draw the attention down from these armies, and then these guys can attack the basically ungarrisoned settlement. We probably do need a bit more force here, though, but we have 2... Oh, no, we have quite a few Scythians. That's fair enough. And Tylis can probably spare a few. Tylis can spare these 2. Let's go around here. Now, get out of the way. Who even are you? What have you got? 2 pelts. Just go away. Alright, well, they'll move next turn. Tylis is slightly unhappy, but yeah, you're recruiting anyway. So that's fine. So we can't reach the Macedonians yet. There's just too much distance between us and them. And you can start joining these guys as well. Let's pour all the troops in this direction.
No more moves.
That's good. Now we're going to take this rebel settlement finally. You're going to join your friends. And that is a force of 3 Scythians and 1 barbarian peasant against 2 barbarian peasants and an archer or something. So yeah, we can just walk in because they haven't got any walls of any sort. Now, it does reckon we're in a slight disadvantage here. How come? Like, they're not going to be able to get to us. It's fine. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. So, yeah, let's do this. Right, so here we are in the middle of nowhere. Like, I've never played Scythia before, and it's rare for me to conquer settlements quite this isolated. It's literally a hill in the middle of the biggest field you'll ever see. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Now, instead of skirmishing, what I'm going to try and do is sort of do it manually. I don't know if this is better, but I'm going to give it a go. So you guys aren't allowed to skirmish. I'm going to control all 3 units. Now obviously this isn't really possible if you use more units. Let's say you had 7 horse archers, you can't control all 7 units, it's impossible. But 3 I reckon I could control, as long as I do as I say, which is highly unlikely, I admit. You can come over here as well, you might be able to do something a little bit useful. So first of all, just line up on this hill and start firing. And you can fire at will, that's fine. Right, we've reached the hill, we're starting to fire. They are going to come over to us pretty quickly. And they have archers as well, so actually, rather than firing at will, or a couple of them have already gone down, focus on the archer warband. Not you, them. Fire from where you are. A couple of them are taking knocks. And the thing is, the downfall to Scythian horse archers are, they have no defence. They have no defence. I really should invest in, I don't even think I can get an armory or anything like that at this stage. Right, they're starting to come over. So, you want you to walk around here, or run obviously. You just, right, you do the same but on the other side. And I will personally control this unit for a second. Come on then, back you go. Now do as I say. Is it back? Not into melee combat. Okay, this has worked well. Come on. I'm going to try and isolate these 2 warband units. Right, that's it. You get on them. You get on them. They've retreated back to the plaza. Now you can come back. Okay, this is actually more difficult controlling all 3 units than I thought. Right, you come around here now. Yeah, you focus your fire on them. You focus your fire on them. Flip. Okay, I need to pause. Okay, this is really taking all my concentration to focus on all 3 units. Trying to get them in the same shot so I can actually just see them all. In fact, no, you fire on the archer warband. They're the biggest enemy at this point. That's it. They're going down quickly now. Alright, back we go. Because those guys are coming. Alright, back you go here. That's it. Run away. Run away. Oh, a few of them got into melee. No, just run. Ah, oh, just run. This is what annoys me. They insist on attacking. Just run away. Flee. No, 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 no. I told you. I didn't tell you to do that. Oh, they're so stupid. I think they must have the trait charge without orders, because that literally is what they just did. Right, the archers are down to nothing pretty much, which is good. You get around here. Right, this unit now start focusing on them. You unit obviously focus on them. You focus on them. Barbarians can't really do much. Barbarians could probably just come up here because they might be able to take out the archers. Okay, run, 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 run. Oh, flip. You go into the plaza. You don't run that far. Oh, flipping out. Intensities. Right, you run here. Oh, I'm going to do something I learned. Wait, what did he say? Right, Alt and right click. Alt and right click is melee. I didn't even know that. But I know it now. Thank you very much for telling me in the comments. Because they surely will be able to take out archers. Right, you find them. We're doing a good job now. Their archers are pretty much gone. So you now focus on that lot. Okay, this is going well. Okay, they can all be on fire at will mode now. Now the archers are down, they can all be on fire at will. I'll just control their movement. You get here. They're not bothered by them, which is nice. Instead, you need to... Oh, flip. Pause. These guys are getting a little bit surrounded. Okay. Run out here. This is probably not the... Are they seriously routing? I swear it said they were routing then. They rout over nothing. You're fine. Oh, you stupid. Alright then, they've routed. It's fine. No, pause. Again, we need to pause. Because a few of them have got near us again. What are they? These warband are annoying. Get over here and quickly. Because they literally, the Scythian horse archers will rout over nothing at all. Right, fire. You aren't really doing a lot. There's very few. The warband seems to be a bit spread out, which is frustrating. Right, you barbarians can head over and hit those guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the direction I pointed, mate. Alright. Don't do that then. No, okay, this is not working. Me controlling all 3 units is not working. So, skirmish. That means get away from them. Now let's see if they run away. They do. The balance of power is pretty much even now. I mean, we've done way better than they have. But I want to take the assessment. It's ridiculous. There's a bunch of rebels in the middle of nowhere. These guys are fighting. Who are they fighting? You morons. Alright, you get over here. Right, this is more difficult than I thought it would be. No, you don't charge into them. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That means run. Yeah, that's it. Running that thing, remember? Now, all you guys need to focus on them. The warband are doing a surprisingly good job. Run away. Run away. That means run. Oh my god. Run. A few of them are dead. Just literally we're gonna drag these guys across the whole town if that's what it takes. They're very tired, they're winded. I can't remember which is worse, to be honest. A few of the warband have got into a melee combat with these lads. It's relatively even out here. These are winded, these are very tired, they're basically running at the same incredibly slow speed. They're getting caught up in them. To be fair, yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, they've got double the amount of men, so actually the peasants did a decent job tiring them out and then killing them, which is good. All of you focus on the warband now. The warband's just not going down. It's incredible. Like, we're taking a few friendly fire hits, I can tell. Fast forward a little bit. We're running out of men. We're down to 60%. Right, you're meant to be not fighting them. Like, what are you doing? You run. I mean, why not? Death or glory charge. No, you get out of there. Come on. 91, 66. Like, come on. These men should... Yeah, they did just about. Good job, peasant. The peasants saved the day. Who would have thought it? The peasants saved the day. We've won it now. Who would have thought it? Right, melee attack, that's not alt. Melee attack, because now we can afford... Yeah, I never knew that. Thank you very much for telling me that it is indeed alt and right click. Because I don't use skirmishes a lot. You can probably tell by the way I'm dying all the time. I'm not used to using these skirmishes. I'm used to, you know, using solid Roman units or something like that. Right, yeah, there we go. Somebody died. Hopefully it wasn't our man. No, it wasn't. The enemy general's fallen. And the city is now ours. Again, another heroic victory. I'm surprised. I'm surprised the game's being generous, but it is a heroic victory indeed. That's good. So we've taken a nice rebel settlement. I say nice. It literally is probably one of the worst settlements in the game. But a settlement it is. And it's now Scythian. And it makes our border look very nice. And we should just occupy the settlement. 5 denarii gained from looting. Totally worth it. There are no buildings. What? Warriors hold. Yeah. Just get something. We can't even recruit anything. God, this village is terrible. Wow. Alright. You guys are not needed up here, quite frankly. So, you two can start heading down south. And you can honestly just join the Macedonian war effort. The war against Macedon. Just head in this direction. The peasants will do an okay job. Mad. Okay. Now, there is probably a settlement up here. I know this one is Skyra or something, but does that count as this area as well? I'm not sure. There might be another settlement, but honestly the Germanians can have it if they want it so desperately. Now, we might be able to take one more settlement this game, and that is... This episode. Chersonesos is around here somewhere, but we couldn't quite get to it in time. Sadly. I'm not going to recruit any of them, it's not worth it. Because I'm going to save money for that war effort against Macedon, basically. So what I'm going to do, I'll advance it one more turn. We probably won't do any more fights, but we have taken 2 settlements this episode, so you haven't really been cheated out of anything. Right, I'll see, I probably can spend the 2,450 denarii we've got, so I'll do that now, and then I'll end the turn. Right, let's see what happens. Macedon, this is their turn. They didn't do anything. Okay, fair enough. Not anything that we could see anyway. The Dacians have put Campus Lazages under siege. Interesting. I reckon we'll be able to deal with that, but we'll have a look at that in a second before we go. Look how much land we have, by the way. It's quite a lot. Okay, end return report. We're doing quite good on the money front. It's because I've invested in farming. Alliance between Germania and Macedon. That's actually not very good, because we're at war with Macedon, meaning the Germanians could attack now. Hopefully, the Dacian buffer zone will stop them. That's actually quite handy that the Dacians are there, because it is essentially a buffer zone between me and Germany, really. Now, quickly, the Dacians here. They have 11 units, I believe. They look a little bit battered because he's at 93. But we only have 3 units plus 2 inside, basically. Now, we could get some mercenaries. The Sarmatians are good, but I bet their upkeep is mad. Let's have a look. 170 is quite a lot. I do like Sarmatians, don't get me wrong. Sarmatians are great. The Sarmatians could do a good job. We'll definitely recruit some more Scythians, obviously, and we'll get the trader going on still. That's fine. I think possibly we will buy a Sarmatian mercenary. I mean, let's compare them in price and recruitment. It's 60 more per turn, so I don't know. We'll see. Now the Macedonians, there doesn't seem to be an army outside Thessalonica anymore. 3 garrison. Oh, it's because that is gone there, isn't it? So, could you all reach Thessalonica? You could. You can't, however. But, yeah, whatever. You could probably just go in this direction instead.
No more
Right,
moves.
so you're there. And you've got a good view of some other Macedonian armies. Yeah, this guy is a bit annoying, isn't he? And then you... So Bylazor has a garrison of 2. The spy needs to come down here. And fast. So you need to head down here as quickly as you can.
March. Unable to move.
Like so. But I reckon we could take Thessalonica quickly. It will take him a couple of turns to get to Thessalonica because of the mountains. He's the only one who could possibly get there. But...
General.
Right, so you head there. You
Orders.
head
Move.
there. And you
Yes.
head there. That's a decent army. That's a decent army of purely Scythian horse archers. Now, oh, we can't get in the city because we haven't got any flipping
General.
light infantry, have we? Or any infantry. So
Yes.
you
Destroy.
put it under. You can't even put it under siege, can you? Right. You peasants are gonna have to do a mad one and run across the mountains or something. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll see. We'll see how that works out.
Your honor.
There's not a lot more we can do. I'm going to have him here just so I can sort of see what's going on. For example, this guy's here as well. The Macedonians have got quite a large amount of armies. We'll sort that all out next turn. That's next episode. That's not as important. I want to put Chersonesos finally under siege though. Where the hell is it? Here we go. Here's the place we've been after for so long. So long.
Settlement.
Yeah, build a ram. You only need 1. So what have they even got in this place? Probably quite a lot by now. No, 2 hoplites and a Scythian horse archer. Fair enough, but we have
Orders.
many Scythian horse archers, plus barbarian peasants, plus a faction leader, so we'll be fine. So, next turn, or next episode, I've got to stop saying turn, we'll take Chersonesos, finally. I sure hope so. And then we're going to start launching attacks against the Macedonians, okay? So, yeah, Thessalonica and probably Bylazora, unless these armies come back. We're slightly spread out, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll just do lots of recruitment. It's going to be all good. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all around.